Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through all of the top teams you can run for the Thalassa Dream Realm boss. Epic difficulty should be pretty easy for everyone to clear today. We're going to begin with the most free-to-play friendly team using Odie, Shamira, no Celestial Hypogean, and also no Velara. If you need to replace Shamira, you can even replace Shamira for Bonnie, and that is a more free-to-play option for people who don't have Shamira, but Shamira, of course, is going to be better. Hugin in front of Odie, Smoky off to the side, Koko in the upper left with the Dragon Roar artifact. All of the teams today are using the Dragon Roar artifact because the Elder Bow spell is bugged in Thalassa. It isn't working properly, and that is why Dragon Roar is the second best option, and the only option, basically. Okay, so the idea for Thalassa is two key damage dealers, Shamira and Odie. And even the overall top team today, one of them is using Odie in it. So if you can craft Odie's charms, refine them, that is going to be good for you. Yeah, Odie is actually dominating in Thalassa, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so we're going to get the clear here. As long as your levels are high enough, you should be able to clear it even with the free-to-play teams as you see. But do try to level up your heroes first before doing your attack and dream realm for the day, as you have probably already been doing. Okay, so we're going to get the clear of epic difficulty, a lot of damage from both Shamir and Odie. Odie is also contributing a lot of damage, being behind the Hugin for further damage buffing. I'm going to now do skip runs, so this is going to be the team. And just to position it again, it's Koko, Smoky, Odie, and then Shamira, and then Hugin in front of Odie with the Dragon Roar spell. Okay, so we're going to do one skip run and see the potential of this team. 437 billion damage. Not bad for hell difficulty. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some of the other free-to-play friendly team options. We have a team from Genhard, which is also not using a Celestial Hypogean, but it is using Velara. But this is going to be better. Basically, rather than Koko, you have Velara. It is going to deal more damage, of course, from her debuffs and stat ceiling. Hugin in front of Odie, Smoky to the left, Velara up in the upper left, and then Shamira in the back. With the Dragon Roar spell, let's see what type of score you can get from this team. 458 billion damage. Not a big difference, honestly, between this and the Koko team. There could be some RNG, but even if you're running the Koko team, basically, you have a pretty good team already locked in. Now we have an interesting team from Mimir using Alsa. So Alsa is not necessarily good for this boss, but at least she can deal some damage because she's a ranged damage dealer. And she will allow you to get the factional synergy of having 3 Molly heroes here. That is a major reason she's being used, but again, this is a free-to-play friendly team. Shamira on the right, Velara in the lower left. You have Smoky behind Alsa, and then Odie with the Dragon Roar spell. Let's see what this team can get on the first run. I think it should be able to get up to 500. Almost, yeah, 492 billion damage. Definitely better. And Elsa, I don't even have the charms crafted or anything. She's mainly here for the factional synergy completion, but you should probably have her upgraded if you want to run her in this team. But a replacement for her, by the way, is you can also run Koko here rather than Elsa in the same position. If, for example, you don't have Elsa, and let's see what type of score we can get, but I'm sure this is going to be a bit lower. 460 billion. Basically just another team option for you to try. Okay, now we're going to move on to the twins teams. We have a great team from Max Zen for a No-Reinier. This is one of the best teams out there if you don't have Reinier at Mythic Plus. So it will be blue turn on the right and pink turn on the left with Shamira on the Stellar Bond, Hugin in front of Shamira, Smoky on the right, and then Odie in the upper right with the Dragon Roar spell. Now, if your twins are like Mythic or lower Ascension, for some people it's working better to have Odie on the Stellar Bond. However, for people who have upgraded twins or Supreme Plus, definitely twins, this is the optimal formation. So we're going to go ahead and do a skip run of this and see what we can get on the first run with this team. 572 billion. Pretty good for a No-Reinier team. Getting into the realm of being competitive, but not quite with the top teams of today. But this is definitely a good team from Max Zen. Definitely for some people it is going to be your best team. Now we have the 2 top teams of today, which are going to be using Reinier Mythic Plus. Now here's the interesting thing. You're already seeing them from the preview. And the Datran Genhard team, this is a very good team because it is overall pretty budget friendly. It's using Reinier Mythic Plus. It's using the twins. But other than that, these heroes you should have built up Odie, Shamira, Smoky with the Dragon Roar artifact. So this is a very good team. Pink turn on the right and blue turn on the left, only buffing up Shamira on the Stellar Bond, Reinier in front of Shamira, Smoky on the right, and then you have Odie in the upper left. Make sure you craft the charms of all of these 4 heroes here. Smoky charms don't really matter, but the other 4 are important. We're going to go ahead and do a skip run. There could be some RNG, but I want to see what type of score we're going to get on the first run. 725 billion damage on run number 1. It is good, but this is not the potential of this team. This team can hit up to 740 or 750 billion, so maybe we need to get better RNG to line up or something. So we are going to try. We're going to try a couple more runs with this team. But this is a very good team, and for the vast majority of players, this is going to be the top team. Because the only other top team competing with this that might be a little bit better, that team is using Kulu. And like a lot of people would not have Kulu built. There we go. So that shows you the RNG potential of this team. Just on the second run, we're up by like another 17 billion damage. Up to 742 billion damage. Now we're talking. Now we're in the realm of where I was expecting to get with this team. It can get maybe up to 750 with perfect RNG. But these top scores you're seeing here, they're with the Kulu team, most likely. The top 2. And they both have Paragon 4 Kulu. So like, we're not going to be able to compete completely with those scores. I just want to do a couple more runs with this Odie team just to max out the potential. Maybe we already hit it with the 742 billion. Honestly, that's a really good score. But we'll do one final run of it, and then we will move over to the Kulu team. And let's see what we can get. 740 billion. Yeah, I'm happy with the 742 from this Odie team. That's really good. Again, craft your charms, refine the Odie and Smear charms if possible. Those are going to be big upgrades for you. Okay, now the top tier of today from Frosty is going to be a Kulu team with Velara. But this, of course, is much more pay to win because it's using 3 Celestial Hypogean heroes. It needs to have Kulu at Supreme Plus. It's not really working at low copies of Kulu. Then you should just run Dotron and Genhard's team. So blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left. And only buffing out Shmira on the Stellar Bond. Kulu in the back left, Rainier in front of Shmira, and then Velara next to the Rainier. This is going to be with the Dragon Roar spell. There's probably some RNG to this team, so we're going to have to do a couple of skip runs. Overall, okay, on our first run, 754 billion, already a big jump in damage. Definitely, like a 12 billion jump compared to the Odie team. But the thing is, if we want to get like... we're not going to get those 770 billions. I don't think so, even with great RNG. Because we're lacking Paragon 4 and Kulu, Paragon 4 and Velara, which all of the other players in the top are basically having. And those are going to be a big, actually, upgrade. Or like a meaningful upgrade. Rainier doesn't really matter. Like we have Supreme Plus Rainier. Doesn't really matter if he's Paragon 4 or Supreme Plus. But Kulu's damage is contributing in this fight. Yeah, there you see the RNG, 720 billion. Not a good score. And Velara, of course, she's going to steal more stats if she's a higher Paragon upgrade. And that's why a lot of the whales have, of course, upgraded her in Paragon. There we go, 700. There we go. We hit a good RNG run right here. Showing you that, yeah, there is still going to be a range of scores you can get. And I'm actually really happy with that score. I'm really happy with that score because, like we said, the people who are number 1 and number 2, no doubt they've done multiple runs to get pretty good RNG, and they are all Paragon 4. They're all Paragon 4 on Velara and Kulu and everything. So the fact that we hit 768 billion, considering we have Supreme Plus, Paragon 2, Velara, I'm actually really happy with that, and I think I'm going to stop there. So hopefully you guys are able to get a top score in the Dream Run boss for Thalassa today. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share in the comment section. That is much appreciated. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.